Never sue the other driver after a car accident. There's a better way to get paid a way bigger check without having to go to court or pay expensive upfront legal fees. It's called the 2025 Compensation Program, and we're looking for 10 more car accident victims who want to try the program for free and get paid max.
There's very few concrete pads that even remain. The RVs were swept away, the concrete was swept away. I mean, the little ground is scoured away.
It looks like a hurricane tore through Texas Hill Country. But this storm had no name and no warning.
We realized that the water is rising really fast.
Car horns screamed as vehicles shorted out underwater.
We start banging on everybody's door, getting people out.
If you were lucky, someone banged on your door. If not, this is how you woke up.
Was this like a worst case scenario because it's the holiday?
Absolutely. They were full. They have 14 reservations missing. I have 6 people missing.
If you didn't get out on time and you were in RV, this is unsurvivable. Look at this. This RV shredded, wrapped around the tree. There's another one there, and then you can see another one down the river. This whole area was full of RVs, cabins. Everyone was here for the holiday weekend. This is a really popular area to celebrate the 4th of July. And it's gone.
Everybody lost everything. There were some people that were able to get out, but only in their underwear. With their dog, nothing else. Nothing else.
No time.
No time.
The forecast called for up to 6 inches of rain. Up to twice that fell. People went to bed believing that they'd wake up to fireworks, not flash floods.
I was expecting rain, but not a flood.
I slept through it.
It was the last night we didn't know anything. It was when we woke up this morning.
The thunder was crazy, and I couldn't sleep. So at 2:30, I started checking because it was just nonstop, and it was hard rain.
Along the Guadalupe River, at least 18 summer camps sat directly in the flood's path. At one camp alone, officials say around 20 girls were unaccounted for. Parents and guardians lined up at a nearby elementary school, waiting to hear if their child's name would be called.
Catastrophic flooding in central Texas, overwhelming a Christian summer camp for girls along the Guadalupe River. A month's worth of rain falling in just a matter of hours. More than 20 girls attending that camp are now missing. At least 13 people.
As long as probably forever there's only been one Frosty. Because what would we even do? Add a bunch of new swirls and mix-ins like Oreo cookies or Pop-Tarts pieces? That's kind of genius, actually. For a fresh way to Frosty, gotta be Wendy's.
Great ideas can come from anywhere. With Wix, you decide where they go. Put your ideas into play with AI and watch them shape every aspect of your website. Explore as many layouts and designs as you want.
Their homes that they could get out. So we preemptively worked with the Oakland Police Department to get these individuals safely out of their homes.
I was in the kitchen getting ready for us to go, packing what we're going to bring. And Horace, the woman next door, and the two of them, they were shrieking. And I looked out the back door, and there it was. Huge, huge blades. I really thought it was coming right here.
Lynn Streeter and her husband's home lost power, their daughter helping them pack up to come stay with her.
I was home making us a 4th of July feast and waiting for them to show up. And instead I got a panic call that there was a fire 2 doors down. So, that was triggering and scary. Yeah. So, and then when I lost touch with them on the phone, is when I decided to drive over here to pick them up.
The fire department tells us there are no reports of any injuries from the fire, a relief to these neighbors.
So worried about our neighbors because it was right next to them. And thank God I didn't even get them.
Those neighbors returning to their home Friday evening, while crews continued putting out hot spots. Do we know what was happening in that building? Any sense of cause at this point?
It's some preliminary reports that it may have been a marijuana grow house, but that's pretty early, and it's hard to know the scale of that grow facility if there was in fact one. But right now we know it's a commercial building. This is not a residential structure. It's not a working retail business.
Tara Campbell, ABC 7 News.
We've learned a fire in Alameda burned 2 waterfront homes. Firefighters were on the scene at Sandalwood Isle and Otis Drive just after 7 last night. Officials say strong winds helped the flames spread from one home to the next. Fortunately, no one was hurt. The cause is still under investigation. Well, now to the Bay Area's 4th of July celebrations. As per tradition, San Francisco held its grand 4th of July fireworks show on the waterfront. All the fireworks were set off from 2 barges at Pier 39 and Aquatic Park. Crowds gathered at Fisherman's Wharf, the Ferry Building, and the Marina Green to watch. Officials estimate as many as 200,000 people came out for the show, and Barton Muni ran extra service to accommodate the people heading home from downtown. There were also plenty of not-so-legal fireworks shows lighting up the skies. This was Sky 7's view over Oakland just after 9 last night. We're told firefighters had extra crews on patrol, ready to respond if any fireworks fires. Oakland Mayor Barbara Lee shared a statement reminding people that all fireworks are illegal in Oakland. If you're caught with them, you face fines of up to $1,000. In the South Bay, San Jose had to swap its 4th of July fireworks for drones at the last minute for its show at Lake Cunningham. The city's fireworks supply was destroyed in the deadly warehouse explosion in Yolo County earlier this week. ABC 7 News reporter Suzanne Fawn explains how city leaders adapted and has reaction from the crowd.
This was my first drone show, and I didn't know what to expect, but this was fantastic.
I love the show. I thought it was amazing.
Very, very good. I am happy with here.
For the first time ever in San Jose, drones dazzled and delighted big crowds as everyone gathered to celebrate America's birthday. Thousands of people came out to Lake Cunningham in San Jose on this July 4th, knowing that there was a big change in the air. Up in the sky this year, more than 200 drones instead of fireworks. When city leaders found out their fireworks were destroyed in that tragic warehouse explosion in Yolo County, they scrambled to find a backup plan, and they managed to connect with Sky Elements Drones out of Texas, a company that's been doing 4th of July shows for San Pablo, Napa, Mare Island, and the Alameda County Fair. Many people we talked to say they're honestly a bit disappointed by the change, but some also say the change might be a good thing.
I'm looking forward to the drones. It's pretty cool, you know. You can do whatever you wanted to do with the drone, so.
I'm really excited to be able to pull this off. I mean, all things considered, you know, the unfortunate circumstances behind why we had to cancel our fireworks show. It's a tragedy, and, you know, my thoughts and prayers go out to all those affected. But, you know, the resiliency in our community and the fact that we were able to pull together this drone show in a matter of 24 hours.
San Jose Councilman Domingo Candela says drone shows like this might be a change for the better. They might help deter the use of illegal fireworks in neighborhoods.
And honestly, it's less of an environmental risk. With all the blasts and all the smoke.
Supporters of the drone show say ultimately it's the atmosphere and the family fun environment that most people are excited about.
I'm not disappointed, but it was something new that I think the community enjoyed. Great way to represent the Bay Area with technology and just the beautiful fireworks show. Not fireworks, sorry, drone show.
Suzanne Fawn, ABC 7 News.
Well, in the North Bay, Sausalito is working to reschedule its 4th of July fireworks show. The city had to cancel the festivities last night. The Parks and Rec Department says it's because the boat carrying the fireworks sprung a leak and the boat got stuck in Oakland. Officials say the show will be rescheduled as soon as the boat is fixed. Well, before the sun set and the fireworks came out, people across the Bay Area celebrated with parades and parties. ABC 7 News anchor Karina Nova shows us some of the festivities.
This is all about joy. We are fulfilling the promise of our nation, which has not been fulfilled, but we're here to ensure that it is
Hundreds of people descending on Sunset Dunes Park in San Francisco Friday for its second annual 4th of July parade. From the city's LGBTQ plus marching band to immigrant communities, all were ready to show off their red, white, and blue. Along with the celebrations, a message of frustration and hope about the state of the country.
I am both proud and deeply concerned.
Good morning.
High energy in Redwood City for the Bay Area's biggest 4th of July parade. There were dragons, a giraffe riding a horse, and Miss California Rachel Axt. In Novato, bagpipers kicked off today's parade, followed by floats, classic cars, dancers, and marching bands. San Jose Mayor Matt Mahan and California Senator Adam Schiff were among the thousands of people who took part in San Jose's Rose, White, and Blue Parade. The event has only been around since 2008, but has grown into a big celebration, drawing more than 60,000 people through the Rose Garden neighborhood. And in the East Bay, a patriotic display spanning 3.3 miles. Alameda says its parade is the longest in the country, now in its 48th year.
Just everyone gets a chance to participate and celebrate America's birthday.
Well, happening today, the Fillmore Jazz Festival kicks off in San Francisco. It was at risk of not happening this year because of a lack of funding, but after organizers announced they would have to call it off, a nonprofit led by San Francisco crypto billionaire Chris Larson stepped up and offered financial support. The event typically brings tens of thousands of people each year.
That's cool.
It spans 12 blocks from Jackson to Eddy Streets. The two-day festival is free to attend and is open today and tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day. Well, are you looking to catch something this weekend? Then you might want to cast that reel. Today is Free Fishing Day in California. It's one of 2 days this year announced by the California Department of Fish and Wildlife. The license-free fishing days are meant to promote outdoorsmanship and build interest in a potential lifelong hobby. Dozens of bodies of water have been stocked with fish in preparation for today. Still to come, new rules are in effect for electric bike riders in the North Bay. The efforts to keep kids safe. But first, here's Lisa.
Okay, we have sunny skies in our inland valleys where we've got low 60s Concord and Livermore, but take a look at how gray Emeryville looks. We've got temperatures into the mid 60s for the afternoon, underneath sunny skies, breezy winds. So certainly still on the cool side here around the bay, but there is going to be a change for the second half of the upcoming work week and still a pleasant day ahead and weekend. We'll talk about it all when we come back.
Also ahead, President Trump says he's close to finalizing a TikTok deal. The negotiations with China's president over ownership of the popular social media app. Plus, hopes for an end to the war between Russia and Ukraine dashed again. The latest round of aerial attacks and reaction from the White House.
So this is pretty good, but because it's coffee and you drink it in the morning, for me, like a downside of it is that it has a lot of caffeine. For other people, it'd be an upside, but really got to sip on it. Like, take it slow because you don't want to be like over caffeinated to start the day and then just crash. That'd be no good, and you won't get anything done. So I just like do it slow, watch the news.
Well, time now is 6:14. Russia has launched a massive assault on Ukraine. It's the largest since the invasion more than 3 years ago. Russia continued to pound Ukraine with hundreds
Oh,
of
that's the
drones.
souls. Stop streaming. But they're just talking about the fireworks today. This most part is pretty cool. I had concerns with it, but nothing like too big of a concern because it's gonna happen anyways. So the main thing was just fires. But that would have been a good idea. I could have met with my. Well, he probably wasn't gonna do it, but they also had fireworks on Fisherman's Wharf in Pier 30, or not fireworks. Fisherman's Wharf in Pier 39. That would have been probably would have been fine. But I had fireworks here too. I saw a bit of it outside the window, so technically I didn't have to go. All I had to. It's not like I saw like a fantastic show from my view, but it's still cool that I just got to see something without leaving. So. And came for downtime. Started to worry a little bit that they're gonna do it for like 2 hours straight because I think it started at 9 if I recall correctly last night. Because once it's nightfall, I want. But I'm tired or not, that's kind of where I want to catch up on sleep just to. Enjoy the sun, I guess.
Look at that hottie. The Takis Fuego meal. With spicy chicken topped with crushed Takis chips and Fuego fries inspired by Takis. So Takis fans, you're welcome. And new Takis fans, good luck. For an intense new take on Takis, gotta be Wendy's.
Everything starts with Festo. Like opening a bottle, which was filled in a fully automated beverage bottling plant, delivered with our knowledge and technology inside, developed with our customers. Festo.
Everyone said to go to a traditional university from a master's in nursing, but I chose WGU. Their MSN is nationally accredited and designed by healthcare leaders, so I know what I'm learning is relevant and respected. Learn more at wgu.edu.
Problems with BugMD. If you've got ants, roaches, fleas, ticks, or even bed bugs in your home.
Right, this is for your home. Do not spray me with this, okay? I am a pest, but no. There's a powerful plant-based solution here, along with big savings.
Super savings, so this is a really good deal.
And so is this. In the kitchen, easily grate garlic, ginger, peppers, hard cheeses, and more.
Right, it's finger-friendly right here, but you're still getting all the grating done on this ceramic grate plate. Available in 15 colors, this set is perfect for making and even serving on it a variety of sauces and dips. It's just gorgeous.
You know I'm saucy. And also, how did you describe this?
It's great.
He looked,
There you go.
he's right. All right, take the littles on an edible adventure.
Oh, you
Love
can
this.
go from turtle whoopie pie in the box to
Ooh.
galaxy donuts in the box.
Yeah, these cooking kits blend food, science, and the arts into educational fun so the kids can learn as they bake.
Then you can get 40% off.
Yeah. Next up, cool off with cold therapy for hot women at every stage of life, from motherhood through menopause.
But this is also for anyone who suffers headaches, body aches, even just to get a good night's sleep.
Yeah, I save now on wraps and pads that are refreshingly cool, but not uncomfortably cold, because there's a difference,
There is
right?
a very big difference, and this is just right.
How about a stylish bag?
Why not?
Okay, I'm going to model it.
We wouldn't have a show without a stylish bag, right? Hobo totes have plenty of pockets and a detachable crossbody strap so you can wear it just like Danny.
And the water-resistant inner lining makes accidental messes and spills easy to clean. And in a bag this size, you know that happens. So
Oh. Maybe like that. There we go. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen you. Oh, now it's hearing it's dark.
Under the definition of daily, it says doing something every day. The reality is there's a lot of things we do daily that aren't fun, like sitting in traffic, doing dishes. You get the idea. But going to ChumbaCasino.com every day and collecting your daily bonus, that is the definition of fun. Head on over to ChumbaCasino.com, the home of social games. Sign up now and play for free. Daily doesn't have to be a downer. At Chumba Casino, you'll find fun daily.
Das rote Pferd, sie einfach umgekehrt, hat die Seile, was die Fliege ab, ihr lernt die Fliege war nicht dumm, sie macht den Zoom, 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 und flott wie viel geht ums rote Pferd herum, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la
Nano-Warriors aus Mallorca. Es ist fantastisch, mit euch zu sein. Seid ihr bereit? Habt ihr Lust zu tanzen? Weil jetzt, wir reiten zusammen!
Da das rote Pferd sich einfach umgekehrt und hat die Seile, was die Fliege ab, ihr lernt die Fliege war nicht dumm, sie macht den Zoom, 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 und flott wie viel geht ums rote Pferd herum, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la
Und jetzt, liebe Damen und Herren, Metalheads und Metalheadinnen, Reiter und Reiterinnen, wir werden alle zusammen tanzen. Langsam, aber sicher.
Da hat das rote Pferd sich einfach umgekehrt und hat in seinen Schwanz die Fliege abgewärmt. Die Fliege war nicht dumm, sie macht den Zoom, Zoom, Zoom und flott mit viel geht ums rote Pferd herum. Da hat das rote Pferd sich einfach umgekehrt und hat in seinen Schwanz die Fliege abgewärmt. Die Fliege war nicht dumm, sie macht den Zoom, Zoom, Zoom und flott mit viel geht ums rote Pferd herum. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
That's pretty much the morning routine. Like I was saying, like I was saying yesterday, some of you guys are doing way too much. But I think you already know that. I mean, like the consumption stuff. I understand it. But that I can sit, not that I can say it on a personal level, but it's going to bite people on the ass if they keep living like that. But that's their own decision. I go to fine for maybe like a day or two. Doing that like that is probably fine, but me personally, there's too much stuff to do. You gotta have a responsibility for that to I'm not talking smack or anything like that, but it's just advice. Like when I was telling you, I was telling a couple people about one of my past jobs. Pretty much anyone can work online. That doesn't mean income, but unless if it's all you really need. But here, I'll show this. Present. Here. So this is my current, one of the current ones I would use, like even if it's just like a day off, and then I'm just chilling. You can go away, baby. Or just play a game, and then right here. Let me see real quick if I can show this screen so I can show you what I'm talking about. But I'm not going to show you like my credit card information. So Yes, I can show that. So this is just one of them. I'm not saying it's like a whole lot. Like, but there are times where I would just have a day to where if I worked all day, like on this, like if some sort of work is slow, then I can just do this to accommodate for it. There'll be some days where I can get it like up to like $30. And that's most of the time. That's not like that's not like a rare occurrence. I didn't do it all that often, but each point here took about roughly 10 to 15 minutes. So if you do the math for that, say 15, and let's say where it's, I don't know. Let's say you did about 10, spent 2 hours. Well, yeah, that's possible. Sorry. Wait, 10 spend 2 hours, and you work a full 8 hours. Like I said, it's not much, but yeah, we can even get up to $40 with that. The downside is that even if that's like something you want to do, trust me, it's for me personally, it drains me a lot. Just because I'm used to more like different work, like me sitting at a, I would never have a desk job because I don't think I could. I don't think I could do it. I mean, I could, but I don't think it'd be good for my mental. I can only work at a desk for so long because I get very antsy. So, like, I need to work on something with my hands eventually. So, like, say that if I end up going to one of the, end up becoming like a head manager at a restaurant, I would probably spend at least half the time on a computer, which that's fine, but the other half would obviously be like monitoring people and seeing how they're doing, which managing a restaurant can be difficult, but it's really easy if you have a positive attitude, and that's really easy to say, but if you become someone else's boss and they like working for you, it just gets, that's where the easy part comes. And then you gotta create that environment. Which I guess that could be for everywhere, but restaurants are usually like a kind of a small scale. And if they're not, then they have different kind of managers working, and there's no actual like lead manager. There's like 3 leads. What's a popular restaurant? BJ's. I don't know. There's BJ's. Where else? Per restaurant. It doesn't. That doesn't give me anything. It says all chain employs over 1,000 people, but that doesn't give me anything. That doesn't give me what I want. But anyway. I think there's like 3, and then underneath them becomes like the shift leads and then the staff. The only difficult part about that is it tends to have long hours, which is fine for some people. And then the really harsh part would be probably inventory. Because most places like that, when you have to do inventory, you have to do it in the middle of the night, where there's absolutely no distractions. Because you don't want that in your life. Where everything that's in stock has to be set still, and then that's when you can do your inventory, like at numbers and stuff like that. That too is boring, but it's a high necessity, because if you run out of something in a restaurant and you have to explain, oh, we don't have that right now, that's really bad. So a lot of people don't think it is that terrible, but it sends a shockwave for the guests that come in. Then they stop coming in as often, just because they heard something's out of stock, and people are very fickle when it comes to that, because they'll go in for what they want. But then once that decreases and sales decrease and then hours decrease, then business is still on a boom. All right. And it takes a while to build back up. Like outside looking in, it looks like not that big of a deal to a lot of people, but it can't be. Stops that. 8:30. Okay.